Welcome back to episode 3 of my enemy spawn point for all settlements. So we're going to do a few more settlements today and see where all the naughty people spawn. Okay, so we are first now at Warwick Homestead. And we're going to see where our enemies spawn. So we first need to go into our software, of course. Okay, load our settlement management software and let's quickly start this up. We go to tasks and mark our attack points. Okay, now let's go and see. We got 2 attack points and I believe they actually run front. And here we go. Okay, so you can see this is the edge of the settlement. Right over here. So we've got 1 point literally right over here. I'm standing in it. Right over there. And the other one right over here. So you can see there's my defenses, and this is why originally when I built this settlement, a little bit of a cut off area over here with a wall here. So enemy spawn here. They got nowhere else to go. Okay. Quick and easy, right at the entrance of your settlement. Now, let's move on to the next one. Well, next on the list, we have Somerville Place. Now, some of you might not recognize this, because obviously I've changed and closed up the entire settlement. But we need to go inside over here.
If you work, you eat. It's simple as that.
Let's access our terminal. And quickly switch on our software. Okay. Mark attack spawn points. And I think there's only one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there is. And you can see it right on the outside over here. So here's the original house of the settlement. You can see everything is just being closed up, and it's only got the 1 attack spawn point. Here's my defenses, and here is our spawn point over here. And you can see the house through there. Quick and easy. This software is very easy and I would say valuable actually to have, especially if you want to do a lot of settlement build things and things like that. So that's something to look at. Okay, let me change this and go to the next settlement. Well guys, we are now at Coastal Cottage. This is one of the settlements you come to with a very broken down house and a very big hole in the ground. And I think there's at least 2 or 3 spawn points in this settlement. So let's quickly load our software here again. Order type. Okay, settlement management software. Okay, let me mark our spawn points. Okay, now I know the first one is right at the entrance when you come into the settlement, basically. Okay, so here's the first one. You can see here's the road coming through here. Some of you might recognize it. You get it right over here. And this settlement, you get a lot of ghouls actually spawning here that come in here. And okay, so that's the first one. The second one, I believe, is around over here at the back. So there you can see there's the original little, well, one of the original buildings here. This little shack, garage, whatever thing you want to call it. Okay, so here's the next one. You can see from the side. Then the other one is right at the back. You can see there's my other defenses, and here is our 3rd spawn point from this side of the settlement. Okay. And one thing I mentioned before, actually, before I forget. At this settlement you do get death claws, and they usually spawn. Let me check here. They don't spawn in the spawn points I showed you, but there we go. There's one already. This is a spawn point for death claws. So if you're looking for death claws and fighting with death claws falling out of the sky for some reason, you can see these bears and things are lying around here. The death claws always spawn here by this tree. It's a natural spawn point. Okay, let's move on to our next settlement. Okay, we are at, this is actually a very interesting settlement, Croup Manor. You can see here, this is part of the old house, which I fixed up a little bit and built my own hotel here. Now this settlement, the reason I say it's actually interesting is because you got a natural spawning locations for ghouls, and a lot of ghouls, this whole area on this side down here. And from this direction you get a lot of super mutants and raiders coming in. So you tend to get a lot of action around this settlement. So let's quickly go check out the spawn point. I think there's only one. Oh no, maybe there's two. But let's go have a look. Let's switch on our software quickly. Okay, start it up. Okay, we go to tasks, mark our spawn point. Okay, let's go and find our spawn points.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Okay, 2 spawn points. Now the first one, as you can see here is my defenses. So the first one is over here, there we go. Just outside the settlement area. So you can see over there. And I think this is the location where a lot of the ghouls come from this direction. And the second one is a little bit actually strange. So you see, there's the entrance to the settlement itself. You know, you can build up to basically where these guys are standing over here, these raiders. But the spawn point is way down here at the bottom. Look how far away it is. It's basically another whole settlement distance away, so it's a long way off. Which is a little bit strange. You know, you get 4 spawn points, but yeah, that's a little bit on the bad side. But they don't get close to this place. The defenses really kick their butts. Okay, let's go on to our next one. Well guys, this is definitely a very famous settlement to be at, and Hangmans Ally is the place. And I remember there actually being 2 spawn points at this settlement. So let's go and switch on our software. Load our holotape up. Maybe software. Okay, let's see, start it up.
Why is it gotta be so
Okay,
quiet?
the first one should actually be on the outside over here. It is literally just around this corner. Let me see if I can quickly get up here. Just jump around this way. Because I sealed this completely off here, so nothing can get in. Okay, here's the first one. Right around the corner. And ghouls and raiders are a very common enemy to spawn in this area. Okay, we can jump up here. And then the next one, if we make our way through here. Oh, come on, people, you're standing in the way. He's right over here. So here is your entrance, just so you can see what's in front of you. Now many times you've got some super mutants that also walk around here. There's enemies walking down there, and there's a raider camp right on that side. And this is actually the edge of your building area, and we've got this spawn point right over here inside your settlement build area. So technically you won't actually build here, but that counts for both our spawn points in this very small building area. Okay, let's head to our next location. Okay, welcome to Kingsport Lighthouse, everybody. This is a very nice place actually to build. This is the only settlement that actually includes a lighthouse. I suppose that's why we call it Kingsport Lighthouse. Let's see now, where is my terminals? As far as I recall, there is 2 spawn points, if I remember correctly. I can't remember where my terminals are now. Matter of fact, I can't remember where's my power. Oh wait, downstairs. I mean, you get to do so much building and looking around, you forget where you put things. Okay, it should be in here if I'm not mistaken. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's load our spawning points. Okay, software. Okay, tasks, mark our points. Okay, we have 2 spawning points. The first one, if I'm not mistaken, is on this edge. I think, yes, somewhere out here. So there's the settlement. You can stop building there. You can see all the fences, and the spawn point is way out here. Right over there. So it's quite a distance away from the settlement itself. Let me just clear this up here. There we go. Now we can see a bit better. You can see it's quite a far distance from the settlement, and you actually got, there you can see, what do you call it? The children of Atom actually usually live around there. So that's one of the enemies that spawn here. It's a funny thing with the children of Atom. Even though you are friendly with them in Far Harbor and regarded as a child of Atom, whatever the case may be, anywhere else that you go, they are regarded as enemies. Okay, the other spawn point is somewhere around here. Here we go. Right over here, in the front of the settlement when you come in, right behind this truck area. Now this settlement gets a lot of super mutants. 9 out of 10 times I've had super mutants coming in here and attacking the settlement. So you gotta make sure you're prepared for strong enemies. Okay, let's go to our next place. At Murkwater construction site. This is one of, I would say, how would I put it, one of my least favorite places to build in. It's a pretty, I would say, medium-sized settlement, but the location is not very nice. So let's quickly mark these spawn points here, that we can have a look. Unfortunately, this is the only way to do this. Okay. Let's see. We only got one spawn location, luckily. And this one is outside of your buildable area. Right over here. Not too far away. So you can see there's your settlement right over there. This is where the edge of the settlement is. We can see where this building is here. Right on the outside. You can see Gunners Plaza and all the places around us. The Atomics place is also over there. And here you get super mutants, Mirelurks, and even robots. There is a, you might recognize it. You see that down over there. Oh, you can actually see the robot from here. I just saw him there now. Where is he? There he is. That, I forgot the name of the robot now. What is the name of that robot? I can't remember the name all of a sudden. But anyway, that big robot, he spawns down there. And he moves out to certain spots. He goes down to the road on that side. Or even wanders in this direction. So you land up fighting with him sometimes. So you need to be ready for him. Okay, next settlement. Well, you all know Oberland Station. The one that's right on the rail tracks. You've got Grey Garden just down the road over there. There's a water treatment plant. You got raiders and gunners and everything all over this place. And I believe we have 2 spawn points. Was it? No, 3 for this place. This is the older house which I've converted. So let's quickly mark these spawn points. Now, the one spawn point is very strange as far as I remember for this place. And you're going to see now what I'm talking about. Let's see, we just quickly mark it. Okay, 3 spawn points. Or 4. Why has it got 4 dots in my thing? Why do I have 4 dots on my thing all of a sudden? What's going on here? Nothing else marked here as far as I know. Okay, this is a bit strange, but anyway, let's have a look. Okay, first one is in your settlement, right over here. Yeah, your workbench is right over there. There's the workbench. That's right next to your workbench on the outside over here. Then, come on, these markers aren't playing along. Go to our next one. Right on the outside of the settlement as well. So there you can see there's the original white building. Here's your next spawn point. So you can see the defenses. There's one there which we're going to get to now in a second. We'll come back to that one. And then there's another one down over here. And you also got an area where you get a lot of random encounters. This edge of this lake or river, whatever you want to call it over here. Here's the next one. You can see the defenses. So there's this one over here. And the last one is a bit strange. The 4th spawning point. This one is actually underground. So somewhere they made a little error or something, or I don't know if the bad guys pop out of the ground here when they spawn underground. But this thing is literally underground. It's just water and ground below us there. So it's a bit of a weird one. But, well, there it is. So let's, oops, can't go through that way. Let me switch this off and then we can go on to our next one. Our next settlement is Outpost Zimonja. This is the most northerly settlement. If you quickly look on the map, there you can see it's right on top of the map. It's kind of a small settlement, but you got some nice height to build with. And a lot of enemies spawn around here. You got all different enemies that come from all directions.
What just happened?
So let's switch on our oops, there you can hear the fences going off. That's probably raiders. Okay, let's switch on our, let's see, where is this thing now? There we go. Okay, tasks and markup points. Now the one thing that's not nice about the settlement, you've actually got raiders that have a camp literally down the road nearby you. Okay, so the one spawn point is actually where I'm standing at the moment. Literally right here. Which for some reason looks like it's actually changed because it used to be over here. But either way, here is the one spawn point. The other one is right over here. Now you can see there I've got my defenses. But they very seldom spawn in that spot there. It's usually either here or the other one. And now if we head down to the other spot, make our way around here. You can see my defenses on there. Come on. There we go. And here is our other one on this corner. So you got one this side, one on the opposite side over there, and then one is right on the inside of the settlement where I was. Okay, so that's the third one. But now the other problem with this settlement is that this raider camp is always raiders respawning by that little camp over there, and your settlement is right here. So obviously now you got traders or wandering people or settlements that walk around here, and it triggers an attack or an encounter the whole time. And I can hear someone else. What guns is going off now? What do I have that side of me? General Atomics, plane. I don't have any settlements there. Well, 10 Pines Bluff is on that side. Interesting. Okay. Well, now we're gonna head to a very popular, famous settlement as well. And one of the biggest, if you can guess what it is before I get there. Sorry people, coming through, thank you. Okay, did you guys guess right what settlement it is? Before I go on the outside here? Hope you did. Okay, well let's mark our spawn locations quickly. For the biggest settlement in the game. Okay, let's mark that. Okay, spawn points marked, and we have I think 3 or 4 maybe. Okay, and this is Spectacle Island. Very big place to build on, a lot of building space. Okay, our first location is basically, I would say, the entrance of the island. Right over here. So here you can see I got my defenses. Now the strange thing is, I can understand Mirelurks and Mirelurk queens and kings and all that type of stuff spawning around here because it's an island surrounded by water. But for some reason you get mutants, you get raiders, you get gunners, you get everybody somehow coming over here and causing problems. So it's a little bit weird, but here's the first spawn point. And then we need to go and find our next one. And this one is right over here. In the middle of basically nowhere. So there I've got my defenses and I've got everything around I need. But it doesn't help stopping them from spawning. Okay, the next one. If I can, come on, where is this thing now? Getting confused here with the spawn locations. It's that side. I think there's 4 on there. Okay, so that was 2. Number 3 is all the way down here. It's a long way off. Let me just clear up this weather a little bit. There we go. Okay, here is number 3. Right on the other edge of the island. Far away. There's my defenses over there. And there is one more. If I remember correctly. Should be down this way. Here's the original house and everything. With the original, I would say, owners. Or owner that was living here. Where's the spawn point? Here we go. There's our next spawn point. The fences over there. Right over here. So we got 4 spawn points spread out basically on 2 opposite sides of the island and then 2 on the other side. Very dangerous place. Okay, well guys, that is going to be it for this episode. One more to go and then we'll do the rest of the settlements. So till next time, thanks for joining me and I will see you guys again. Cheers.
We taught those raiders a lesson. We'll teach them again if they come back.